So I hope I'm making sense. I'm saying this because I know that we are mixed here now. We have the Alpha Lion team here now. So, and I know many of them wouldn't understand what I'm saying. So, and also I'm trying to get back a little bit to what we did yesterday so I can carry them along. When you don't have a clear goal set, you won't have a basics to measure your efforts or your progress. Someone says, I want to study JAMB. I want to study not JAMB. I want to study medicine. And he doesn't know the cutoff point for medicine in JAMB, 300 points, basically. If the person is reading 30 minutes, 1 hour in a day, he feels he's doing well. Someone that has a goal to invite 5 persons in a week, when you invite 2 or 3, 2 or 3 is 50%. It's approximately 50% of what? 5. You are trying, you say, come on, I'm really trying. My goal is to invite 5. And then I did 3. I tried. But when you look at what you want to achieve out of the 5, when your goal is to recruit 30 persons, and then you are inviting 3, you can't say you are trying. You cannot. So a clear goal helps you to have a basics to measure your progress and then your efforts. Always measure your progress and your effort. When you don't have a clear goal set, trust me, you feel that you are doing your best. That's what you will feel like. You are putting in your best, you are doing your best, but by the time you have a clear goal set, then you will see clearly that you are not doing your best. So let's get it clear. Once you come into the business, your goal is 90 persons recruited in the next 30 persons being recruited in the next 90 days. How are you going to do that? Follow the weekly task. We broke it down. Work on your weekly task. Make sure that you are executing on them. And I put up a challenge and I said, show me a man that performed our weekly task completely without failing for the next 1 month and don't have up to 10 people joining the business, and I'll give the person, I said 50,000 before, and I said I'm going to take it up to 100,000. There's no single person that will do that and not have 10 people joining. In a week, you can't have 30 people exposed to the business. In a month, you can't have 1. That means in a month, we have 120 persons being exposed to our business through live Zoom meetings, through watching of our videos, through one-on-one sharing. You cannot have 120 in 1 month and not have up to 10 persons joining your business. Show me the person. When I mean exposure, I mean to the right persons. I don't mean to gather, every thick and dumb, from the streets, and then gather them together and then say that you are sharing the business. I shared with us an experience I had one of the days I went to Gombe State, and they gathered for me. And I don't know where they got them from, but it was very obvious that I was speaking there. They can't even hear English very well. The person gathering them knows that I don't speak Hausa very well. I don't speak Hausa. So it was just, when I say give your neighbor a high five, they'll be looking at me. When I say hi, they'll be looking at me. When I say raise your hand, they'll be looking at me. I'm telling you. So I've been in the north very, very well. Since 2016, I've been in the north. There are a lot of, they are super educated beyond our widest imagination. So I wondered why someone that wants to make an invitation will go and I'm inviting the illiterates, the people that stay in the streets. Why wouldn't you go to their government houses? Because they are the ones there. Why don't you go to their banks? Why don't you go to their companies? Why don't you go to where you have, well-established family people living? Why would you have to go to the lungus, or they call it lungu? Why do you have to go to the lungus? All those interior, why would you have to go there? People that came and then they were thinking to share money to them. So you just gather them together. Come. Director is coming. And they gathered, they were looking at me. I didn't know they came because they were told they would eat food. So they gathered, at the end of the day, they shared, food to them, and they ate, and that was all. 120, almost 130 something people, and nobody picked form to register. After the meeting, I called the leaders. I said, see this thing that happened today. Don't try it again. So when I'm talking about exposing the business to 120 people, I'm talking about exposing it to the right set of persons. That's what I mean. Exposing it to what? To the right set of persons. Very, very, very important. Okay? That is it. Our 90 days challenge is our goal. Once you come into the business, it's very important. And we said that it's not just about achieving the goal, it's about what it will turn you into. It will turn you into a professional. Because when you achieve that goal, it means you have become a man that can make that happen. And whatever you are, you can duplicate. I'll say again, whatever you are, you can duplicate. You can't duplicate who you are not. I'll say again, you can't duplicate who you are not. You can only duplicate who you are. All right? So when you become a person of success, then you can duplicate success. If you have ever, even if it took you 10 years to learn how to make $1 million in a month, guess what has happened? You can now keep making $1 million in a month. That is it. It's a very simple thing. If you develop yourself to the capacity to make 5 million naira every month, nobody will take it away from you. The capacity is there. Once you engage it, it will keep producing what? Same result. So that is why success is not just about how much, it's about who you become. Thank you so much for being here today. All right. We are going to be looking at a training from our mentor, and I want you to get your Millionaire School notes out, please. I think we have people to induct today. How many people do we have to induct today? Let's check. I think for the past 2 inductions now, we've not really done that. Let me check the list of names that was sent to me. Let me check the list of names. Okay, I have here, how many names? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have about 6 names to be inducted today, and I hope they are here. I have here Madam Chinyere. Madam Chinyere, if you are here, please kindly wave your hand. If you are here, Madam Chinyere, kindly wave your hand. I have here Olubayo Oloyede. Olubayo Oloyede. Okay, I can see Oloyede there. Okay, you'll be inducted. You will be inducted today. I can see here Akin Refon Eunice. Akin Refon Eunice. Okay, you will be inducted today. I can see here Adeona Olufumilayo. Adeona Olufumilayo. Okay, you'll be inducted today, so get ready. We have here Mrs. Mayunbe. Mrs. Mayumbe. Okay, you will be inducted today. I have here Mrs. Adedeji Grace. Mrs. Adedeji Grace, you will be inducted today. So these names are our people that will be inducting today into the Millionaire School. I can see some of them raising their hand. Please, leaders, check if the people to be inducted, they are not here. Try as much as possible to contact them check them here in the list of those in attendance. If they are not here, you can call them on phone and get them to connect to the meeting for their induction. Okay? All right. So I want us to listen. We have a training that I will never get tired of that training. Never, 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 never get tired of that training, because that is the basics. Okay. Just a minute. Okay. My detail. All right. So we are going to be looking at 6 different years of exposure. The 6 different years of exposure in the business. It's a very short training, but very, very powerful. Okay. This is a training that every now and then I use it to really engage myself, ask myself, what are you really doing? Are you just doing 1 and leaving 5? Okay. So I want us to really listen to that training. And I want us, especially those of us leaders, it's just a 13 minutes training. 13 minutes training. Okay, welcome back. It's a 13 minutes training. Now, the 6 different tiers of exposure is actually a training that will show you the 6 different ways through which people can get in contact or come in contact with our business. Many of you have gone through that training, but the question is this: are you utilizing these trainings? That's what I've noticed in our millionaire school. We've been trained, and to some of you, we are overfed. When I mean overfed, we have bloated stomach, as in because of overfeeding of knowledge. Come on, let's start executing. Whenever we are learning things here, set your heart to do it. Set your heart to do it. So the 6 different tiers of exposure will show you the 6 different ways through which you can share your business. Ask yourself at the end of this training, how many am I engaging? If you engage in 1, you are missing out on so many. If you engage in 2, you are missing out on so many. Try as much as possible to engage all of them. You can. It's just a mindset and a discipline. So I want you to get your millionaire school notes out. And then I think I will have to get back to being strict with us when it comes to the millionaire school notes. Can I say our millionaire school notes up? If you're a leader and I'm not seeing your millionaire school notes, I'll remove you from the meeting. I'm telling you your time. I mean it today. If you're a leader, I'm not seeing your millionaire school notes, except you are not going to be on your video. But don't worry, one day I'll catch you. If you're a leader and I can't see your millionaire school notes, personally, I will remove you from the meeting. Because you're not teaching our newly registered ones properly. Okay, you can put it down. If you are here, aside those of you connected to the millionaire school for the very first time, if you are here and you don't know, you've been coming to this millionaire school, and then you don't know anything about millionaire school note, you don't have a millionaire school note. Let me see where you are. See, all of you that are always on the road, I expect you, after the millionaire school notes, after the millionaire school, watch the video when you are with your notebook, and then do what? Write. There is a popular cliche that we have, that the weakest pen is sharper than the sharpest memory. I will say it again. It's a popular cliche. The weakest pen is sharper than the sharpest memory. Okay? Don't just trust your knowledge or your information to your memory alone. Put it down. Something can happen and you'll forget it. All right? So let's listen to Matt Morris. And then after that, we'll have a little discussion. Then we're moving into inducting our new members today. As I said before, if your inductees are not here, leaders, start calling them on phone. They must be here to be inducted. So let's listen to the training and let's jot as we listen. Okay.
In this module, we are going to do a quick overview on inviting. I'm also going to cover the 6 tiers of exposures. And in all of the modules we're going to do on inviting, I want you to pay attention more to these modules on the invitation skills really than anything else. And if I had to look back at my career in network marketing, especially when I was first getting started, first getting started having success in network marketing, if there's one thing I'm really glad I got good at, it was inviting, because I was not a good presenter. In fact, I was afraid to speak in public. I never wanted to get on stage, and I ended up getting to a 6-figure income. In fact, before I ever presented to a large organization. It was a little bit crazy, but what happened was I got really good at inviting. And so most people wanted to be presentation man. You know, they couldn't wait to get on stage and present. I could care less. In fact, I didn't want to get on stage. I just wanted to get butts in the seats. And because I got good at getting butts in the seats, I ended up getting to a 6-figure income. And the first time I ever spoke on stage, I was earning 6 figures. We had almost 400 people in the room, and my mentor, who was the one who would always present, him or a couple other people would present, I always backed out of it, and he finally made me. I argued with him, and well, he won out. But because I got good at that, it allowed me to end up having a lot of success. Most people would have no guests or one guest, and I would consistently have multiple guests. I would have as many as 10 guests at one opportunity presentation. And so here's the thing: you can be bad at closing, you can be really bad at presenting, you can be bad at following up, you can even be bad at getting new members started. But if you show the business to enough people, you're going to enroll enough people to find the leaders that are going to run with it. There's the old saying, if you throw enough mud against a wall, some of it is going to stick. Now, I'm not saying ignore those other areas. Don't. Get good in all of it. Get mastery in all of it. But if there's one that is the most critical, it is inviting. It is the gateway skill. So I want to address, first off, the need for credibility. A lot of people really feel like they have to have a lot of credibility if they can get good in inviting, otherwise people won't listen to you. And listen, when I got to a 6-figure income, I had no credibility. I learned to use other people's credibility so that I could get my own. In fact, when I got to a 6-figure income, I had been living at home with my mother. I was working at Saltgrass Steakhouse. I did not drive a nice car. I had nothing going on for me, but what my mentor told me to do, and I just believed him, he said, I want you to sell my credibility, sell my story, so you can develop your own. And that's what I did. Very, very quickly, I learned to sell his story. And then before long, I had other people in my organization, they were selling my story so they could create their own. And so my mentor, he asked me one day, he said, what's the #1 thing that we sell in network marketing? And, you know, I was like, it's time freedom. It's residual income. It's, is it our product? He's saying, no, that's not it. And, you know, I'm like, finally, I give up. What is it? And he said, here's the biggest thing that we sell is an hour of time. An hour of time to get someone to look at our opportunity. If there's one thing that you want to get good at selling, that's what we sell. And my philosophy really, when it comes to presenting your opportunity, I don't think that's something we necessarily have to sell. The more you sell, sometimes the more people run away from it. It's a sorting game more than it is a selling game. In fact, one of my early mentors, he said, professionals sort, amateurs sell. And so I'm going to cover the different tiers of exposure, because there's a lot of different ways that you can invite someone to see the presentation. So before we get into a bunch of invitation scripts and so forth, I just wanted to do a quick overview on inviting, and then talk about the different tiers of exposures. And the next module, I'm going to go through some fundamentals of the invitation process. But the first tier of exposure And the first tier of exposure down to the sixth tier, the number one would be typically the highest enrollment rate. And then number six would be the lowest enrollment rate. Now, every once in a while, you'll get someone who maybe just really, really good in person and they could skew the odds a little bit. But for the most people, most people, it's going to be the highest enrollment rate is going to be tier number one. Tier number one is the biggest meeting possible with the best presenter. Now, that might be a hotel presentation. It might be, you got a big shot coming into town and there's a bunch of people who are going to be there. And so what happens is when there's a lot of people in the room, it creates social proof. The guests, they come in and they feel the energy, they feel the excitement, they get to hear success stories. It can be emotional. The presenter typically is going to have the ability to really present the products or the services really well. They're going to be able to present the opportunity. Hopefully they're going to be entertaining. They might be able to tell some jokes. They might be able to, kind of touch people emotionally. And it's going to be fun for people. They get to meet others. And so that environment is typically going to lead to the highest enrollment ratios. And so might be a little bit harder to invite someone to an event like that because it might be a hotel. It might be a little weird inviting someone to a hotel. It's a little bit different. So they're going to typically ask more questions, hey, what is it? What are you inviting me to? And in the next couple modules, I'm going to talk about how you overcome what is it. And so that's the first tier of exposure. That's something that I definitely recommend you put in place. And, today, a lot of network marketers and even a lot of network marketing leaders have gone to, only doing webinars and, online stuff and things like that. And I just personally believe that there's no substitute for creating a social proof meeting. Not only does it allow for the highest enrollment ratio, but it also creates a bond. It creates culture within the team. And so I have, worked with leaders in my organization even who maybe they came from another company and they were used to doing webinars and, they wanted to get out of the hotel meeting or out of the in-person meeting game because, with all the people selling products and, MLM training online, you get all these guys who have really never built anything substantial and they're trying to sell you on, never have to go to a meeting again, the underwear entrepreneur and things like that. And so what I do, in fact, I'm thinking of one group specifically. I said, you know what, it's fine to do webinars. I'm not saying don't do them. In fact, do them, but you have to do this. I'm just telling you, lean on my leadership and put together those social proof meetings. And what happened is when these leaders came over, they started doing a lot of webinars. I mean, they were doing webinars almost every day. And, I really pushed them, start, at least once a week. And then they started a couple times a week. And then as they started opening up new cities and new markets, that caught on. And what ended up happening is they do almost no webinars now, and they do almost all meetings like that rather than the webinars because it just flat out works. And so as you develop your leadership skills, this is something you definitely want to have in your arsenal. Now, number two, the second tier of exposure is an in-home party. Now, an in-home party is usually going to have a pretty good enrollment ratio because you're inviting people that people that you're close to, and an in-home presentation, some people call them PBRs, professional business receptions. Those are easy to invite people to. It's easy to invite someone to your home. In fact, I'm going to give you an invitation script that just flat out works like crazy. In-home presentations are very duplicatable. In fact, when people join my team, part of our system in getting a new member started is within their first week, we want them booking an in-home presentation. An in-home, we call it kind of a party. Why do we have new people do that? Because it's one of the easiest ways and most duplicatable ways to get someone started and launched in their business. Now, the third tier of exposure, this is something I have done thousands of these over my 20 years in network marketing. It is the 2-on-1. That is two people in the business presenting to one person who's not in the business. Now, there is a ton of power in the 2-on-1 because what happens is between you and your friend, you have trust. They know, like, and trust you, but you may not have a lot of credibility. That's why it's important to bring in a third party, someone else. And listen, it doesn't have to be someone who's making a ton of money in the business. It just really needs to be someone other than you, because your friend knows you. You know, chances are you've maybe done crazy things together. You may not have any credibility. If you do have credibility, it's probably not credibility relating to network marketing or your company. And so when you bring someone else in, what happens is, if it's just you and your friends, sometimes they may not take you very seriously. But when you bring someone else in that's not you, that they don't know, they have to be on their best behavior. Now, there's another module on edification and the edification triangle. You know, make sure you listen to that module. Now, that's the third tier. You're going to have a pretty good enrollment ratios there, because it answers the question, will you help me? Because they see that you're getting help, they're more likely to believe that they're going to get help as well. Now, the fourth tier of exposure is a one-on-one. You meeting someone at a coffee shop, something like that, meeting someone for lunch. That is probably the easiest invitation. It's very easy to get someone to meet with you for coffee. It's easy to get someone to meet you with you for lunch or something like that. I'm going to talk about invitation scripts for that. Tier number 5 is an invitation over the phone. Now, everything we've talked about so far is in person, belly to belly. There's no, I mean, that is just so strong when you can get together with someone in person. They can feel your energy. You can feel their energy. When you're meeting in person, they get that it's a real business. If you took the time to set up a meeting, to sit with them face to face, they get that it's real. They get that you are, you know, it's important to you. And that's an important aspect, especially when we get into the modules on closing. I'll talk about that a lot more. Now, tier number 5 again, over the phone. When you talk to someone who's typically not in your local market. Now, the majority of people that I've enrolled in my company that I'm involved, for instance, there's probably been half or even more than half that I enrolled over the phone. They weren't even in my city. They weren't even in my state. They may not have even been in my country. And so inviting someone over the phone to look at your presentation is tier number 5. And then number 6 is just anything else. This might be handing out a tool to a stranger. It might be giving someone a DVD or a CD, handing out a business card with a website on it, you know, anything else. Now, your enrollment ratio is not going to be super high. If you're just, you know, giving someone a DVD to watch on their own, obviously, if you don't have an appointment to follow up and things like that, your enrollment ratio is not going to be very high. But here's the thing, it is way better than nothing. I've had people that have joined my organization. In fact, I had a lady years ago, and crazy story, she saw a business card in a bathroom that was on a hand dryer. She picked it up and was curious. She went to the website and she saw that there was a members only login. And she said her main reason for enrolling was because she wanted to know what was in the private members area. You know, so when you're out and about, I'm a big fan of having tools with you so that you can use that as an exposures. So those are the 6 tiers of exposures. Hopefully that got you some value. Definitely take notes on this. I want you to know this, because Millionaire School is all about you having mastery in network marketing. And I just believe it's important for you to understand what the different tiers are so that you can utilize those effectively. Appreciate you listening in. We'll see you on the next module.
All right, thank you so much. Please, can I have someone that will list out for me the 6 different tiers of exposure as explained by Matt Morris? I need someone that will raise his hand or her hand and then give us the 6 different tiers. Okay, list it out for us. Okay, let me even know whether I have people here paying attention. Can I have someone that will do that? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. If you've been jotting, okay, I have here Madam Grace. Madam Grace is raising her hand. Okay, Madam Grace, just list it out for us. Okay, go ahead and unmute yourself, Madam Grace. Yes, ma'am, go ahead. Yeah, you can go ahead. We can hear you now.
Okay. 1-on-1. It can be, we can introduce a friend for coffee or in the shop.
Okay.
That's one of the easiest information. It can be invitation on phone.
Okay.
It can be through local markets, and it can be in the city.
Please,
Not necessary.
Mama Grace, I want you to list it out
Yes.
for us the way, chronologically, the way he did it. I don't want you to use your own times. I've always taught us that. I said, I've always been saying this. When we are listening to a training, try and get the most of the points with the exact language and word of the trainer. Then you can develop and work on them. And when I ask you questions, give it back to me the way it was given. Because while you're trying to explain that, you may end up mixing things up. Okay. For example, you said one-on-one. He had one-on-one. The next one, over the phone. Yes, we have one over the phone. All right. So there's no one he said in our local market. No. I want it to be listed out chronologically. So do you have it written down? I guess you don't. So can I have someone that will do that for us? Do I have someone that will do that for us? Mr. Yakubu Jeremiah, go ahead. Let's see. Let's give it a try. All right, go ahead. Yes.
The 6 steps of exposure are, the first one is gathering, a big gathering representation. This is where I create a social proof, a feeling of excitement to introduce the business, and
Just
for example,
don't
success story
explain.
about.
Don't explain. Don't explain. Just go straight to the point. Tell us. Social proof meetings.
Okay,
Number one.
A big gathering. Number one, a big gathering representation. The second one, the in-home parties. The third one, 2-on-1.
Correct.
The fourth one, 1-on-1.
Correct.
And the fifth one, the
fifth one is what?
calls over the phone.
Over the phone. Yes. And the sixth one is what? The sixth one is anything else.
And the
sixth one is anything else. It can be a flyer, it can be a business card, or anything. All right. Thank you so much. Now, before we get into the induction, I want to know. I want to know, right now, I'm going to be unmuting leaders, and I want you to tell me the one you are engaging now. I'm going to be unmuting leaders, all right? And you're going to be telling me how many of these tiers you are engaging right now. But this has to be very practical. We're not just here to receive information. How many tiers are you engaging right now? That's what I want to do. All right, so Pastor Joseph is a Rising Star mentor. Go ahead. Tell me, how many tiers are you engaging right now? How many of these tiers of exposure are you engaging right now? How many?
I am engaged in 3. 1, phone call. I'm making phone call. I am having one problem. Let me use this opportunity to explain it.
Excuse me, sir. But Daddy, no, let's not use the time for Millionaire School to handle problems. We have my private chats. So tell us the 3 tiers you engage.
Phone call. Personal contact.
Okay.
And 2 people presenting. I'm using my wife.
Yeah. 2 people on one. In fact, I call it, a joint attack. Where 2 people in the business is sharing. One person will be talking, the other one will be saying, yes, that's powerful, that's true. Wow, one will be agreeing. So it's always very wonderful. Okay. Madam Gina, tell us, how many have you engaged? How many tiers of exposure here do you engage? I guess you should have engaged all of them.
Yes, I'll go with 5.
5. So which 5 have you done?
2-on-1, and one party, and meeting someone at the coffee shop, invitation over the phone.
You've done big gatherings. I know you've done big gatherings. Your network, this is your network. All right. At least I know you a little. So I know that you've done all of them. You are saying 5, but I wonder anything else you'll be sharing flyers. So it's part of anything else. I know you've done over the phone. I know you do 1-on-1. I know you do 2-in-1. I know you do home party. Home party, now you're the king of home party, where they go to people's shops to be doing seminars. Social proof meetings. I know you do it a lot, where you do big seminars. Okay? All right, this is your network, Madam Gina is bad. All right, I'm going to be unmuting one more leader here.
It's very...
Madam Keyinde Oyeniron, kindly unmute yourself and then tell me.
Yes.
Yeah, Madam Keyinde Oyeniron, tell me the one you've done quickly so that we can induct our new members. Mama Keyinde, tell me the one you've done quickly. How many have you done? How many have you engaged?
Hello, sir.
Yes, how many have you engaged?
5.
5.
It's only gathering people that have not done, sir.
Jesus. And you've been able to achieve this level of success. You've done anything else? You've done over the phone, you've done 1-on-1, you've done 2-on-1, you've done home party. So that means the only big gatherings you've not done, the number 1.
No, just preparing for it. That's the only one we've not done.
That you're prepared, my dear. That is the highest enrollment rate tier of exposure.
It's time, sir. We have been engaged in so many things. It's time. That's why we've been doing it the way we are.
Please, we need to. Okay, please, we need to settle so that you can start doing the social proof meetings. That would be very, very awesome. Very awesome. I'm telling you, it's going to be quite massive. All right, good. So please do. It's very important. Please do. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, each and every one of you that made your contributions. I want us to really set our hearts to work on these 6 different tiers of exposure and make sure that we are utilizing it effectively. Let's make sure that we all utilizing it effectively. Okay. Now, straight to the induction. Those of you to be inducted, I need you to get ready. I'm going to tell you a bit about our induction so that I don't take you unawares. I am going to be unmuting each and every one of you, one after the other, and I'm going to ask you questions. And you are expected to get at least one question correctly. Then you will be inducted. You will now be allowed to be part of the Millionaire School. All right. So the first person I'm going to be inducting today will be Madam Chinyere. Do I have Madam Chinyere in the house? Do I have Madam Chinyere in the house? I can't even see her name here, except if she's connecting with a different name. If Madam Chinyere is in the house here, please, can I see you wave your hand? She's not here. Okay, so I'm going to be moving straight to the next person to be inducted. And that's Madam, okay, I don't know whether it's a madam or he. Olubayo Oluyede. Olubayo. I can't see. Okay, yeah, I've seen that. Is it Bayo Oluyede? Oluyede Bayo. Please kindly unmute yourself. Oluyede Bayo. Kindly unmute yourself, please. Yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm very fine.
Yeah. Who is your sponsor, sir?
Mrs. Morayo Makanjola.
Oh, Mama Morayo Makanjola. Okay. She's one of our Rising Star mentors. Good.
Yeah.
So I believe you went through your foundation class and you went through the courses. Yes. So the question I'm going to ask you is this. What is our expectation management? I will break it down. What is the role of RDI to your success in the business? And what is your role to the success in the business? And who holds the key? Who is the primary determinant of success in your business?
So please, can you come again?
There is something we call expectation management. We have, yes, we have it laid out. Who is the one that is fully responsible for your success in the business? Then secondly, what is the role of RDI to you in the business? And what is your role to yourself in the business?
Yes. That's triple questions, all in one. Anyway, at least I'm actually responsible for the success in the business. So
Okay.
that's
correct. That's correct. That's correct. That's very correct. So what is our role as RDI to you?
Your role is for you to train me and expose me to the business proper.
Okay.
In terms of training and regular updates.
All right. Now, our role is to mentor you. Our role is to coach you. Our role is to provide you with a system to work with.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a laid out system. We have the course outlines. We have the things that you are to master to become very successful. Yeah. Our role is to teach you how to use them. Yeah. And it's your role to use them. Okay. Yes. Maybe someone, motivated you so much to be here. Now you are here. You have to know that the success and failure of your business completely is in your hands. What you do will either make you successful or not make you successful. So let's get that very, very clear. Okay? Yeah. Good. Yeah. We'll be here all the time for you. We'll keep training you, but nobody's going to force you to do the things we are teaching you. Definitely. Right? So make sure that you're following us through. If you want to succeed, the easiest way to succeed in this business is to always be regular to the Millionaire School and always do as we say and teach in the Millionaire School. That's all. And then you become very successful. Is that easy? All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Bayo Oloyede. You've successfully gone through your foundation class. Now you can join us fully in the Millionaire School. And I'm going to be telling you more about the Millionaire School after I'm done with the induction. All right. God bless you. Now, the next person to be inducted today is Madam Eunice Akinrefon. Madam Eunice, please. Akinrefon Eunice. Please kindly unmute yourself. Okay. Kindly unmute yourself, Madam Akinrefon Eunice, for your induction. Where are you? I hope we know if your success lines are not here for the induction, they can't be part of the Millionaire School. And you people know that I'm very, 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 very attentive. I pay attention to every member of my Millionaire School. If I didn't induct anyone, okay, and the person sneaks in, I will remove the person. All right. So, Mama, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good.
Yes. Who is your sponsor, ma'am?
Mrs. Olatunde Olushola.
Oh, that great woman. That great woman in less than, I think she's one of the fastest, she's one of the fastest rising star mentors that we have. Now, I want to ask you, what you have started with us, is it a business or an investment?
It's a business.
Okay, so why
not an investment?
So why do you say it's a business?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm with you. So why do we say it's a business? Hello? Why do we say
it's a business? Because it's a business.
Because?
Hello? Hello?
I'm with you.
Hello?
I'm with you.
Hello? Oh my God.
You know what?
Hello?
Yes, I can
Hello?
hear you. Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
I said, it helps one to achieve freedom, financial breakthrough. Hello?
You know what? Let me now help, okay? Because it's as if your network is very, very bad. Your network is very bad. Yes, Madam Akinrefon, you answered the question correctly. Yeah, Madam Akinrefon, sorry, I had to meet you.
Achieve financial freedom.
Hello, all right.
Breakthrough through DIMS initiative.
Yes, Madam Akinrefon, I had to mute you because your network actually is dragging. Okay, your network is quite very dragging. Now you answered the question correctly. This is a business, not an investment. But the reason for that is that you have to put in your time, you have to put in resources so as to succeed. I'll say it again. You have to put in your time and you have to put in your resources for you to do what? To succeed. An investment is something you just put in your money and then that's all. No, it doesn't happen that way. Okay? You have to put in time and you have to put in what? Your resources for it to make it what? Happen. That's why we say it's a business. Good. Now, you've successfully gone through your foundation class. So over to the next person to be inducted. That's Adeona Olufumilayo. Okay. Adeona, are you here? Olufumilayo. I don't know whether it's the same name I'm seeing here. Is it? No, I'm seeing Oluwafumilayo, Oluwakemi. I'm seeing A. Please, are you the one? Can you unmute yourself? Let me know whether you are the one. Ma'am? Yeah, kindly unmute yourself. Let me know, make sure that you are the one. Are you the one? I'm seeing, I'm just being given only two names here. I'm seeing Adeona Olufumilayo, okay, and I'm seeing here on the chart, Olufumilayo, Oluwakemi, then A. I think that A should be Adeona. So kindly unmute yourself, ma. You will see the notification on your screen to unmute yourself. Kindly unmute yourself. Please, go ahead. Oh my God. It's like your network is very bad. What's happening to Lagos people's network today? Madam Fumi Oluwakemi, please, can you unmute yourself? You are the one. You will see the notification on the screen. Just click on it. Okay, you know what? I believe if you can use the chat, then I can ask you your question from the chat. Okay. It's no longer on the sound. She's no longer on the sound. Okay, she's back to the sound.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning. How are you, ma?
Good morning, sir. I'm fine.
Yeah, so your question goes this way. Now, we have two major enemies of success in this business. Two main enemies of success. Can you tell me one of them? Two enemies of success to your financial freedom or to the business. Can you tell me one of those enemies of success you have? Can you share with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so share with me, what is one of the enemies of success in this business?
Neighbors, friends, and myself. My neighbors,
okay,
friends, and myself.
No, I'm going to help you. The first enemy of success is fear of rejection. Fear of rejection. When you're so scared of what people have to say about you, when you're so scared of what people have to talk about you, you are not going to succeed in this business. Fear of rejection is one of the greatest enemies of success people have in this business. When they are scared of what people will say, when they are scared of what someone else will talk, then you are not going to succeed. Let's take note of that. So fear of rejection is one of them, but we have another one. Okay, so I'm expecting you to get it correctly. If not, I will change your question. Okay. See, those foundation classes, all of us here that are Rising Star mentors that are mentoring people, getting people to go through foundation classes. We have about 3 foundation class WhatsApp groups. Let's make sure that people truly understand what they are going through. Okay, because of course, you know, I'm going to put them on a hot seat. They're going to be on a hot seat here. All right. So, Mama, Mama Oluwakemi, kindly unmute yourself and then answer the second one. What is the second enemy of success after fear of rejection?
Fear of rejection.
Myself, I don't have the belief in the business.
Okay, you know what? I will change your question now. Your next question will be, the second enemy of success, let me answer the question, is lack of focus. Lack of focus is the second enemy of success, and lack of focus is expressed in two ways: procrastination and what? And what do we call it again? Lack of consistency. Whenever you lack consistency and then you are procrastinating, it means you are losing focus. Anytime you're procrastinating your assignments, your tasks, you are losing consistency. It means you are losing focus. So your next question will be, ma'am, what are the two core values of RDI? What are the two core values of RDI, ma'am? What are the two core values of RDI? I don't want to send you back to the millionaire, to the foundation class, man. That's why I'm trying my best to make sure that you get some answers correctly. What are the two core values of RDI? Two core values. We have two core values. Maybe when your network gets back, you can use the chat box and answer me. Okay. You can use the chat box and answer me. So let me unmute someone else again. Ma'am, please, your network is very bad. I don't know. It's very, very bad. Maybe I will have to call you on phone and then we have to. Please, unmute yourself if you can. Okay, I hope you are ready, Mrs. Mawumbe. Mrs. Mayumbe. Madam Mama Fumi, her network is very bad. She can't seem to hear me. Okay. So do I have a Mayumbe Bolanle? I hope you are here. Mayumbe Bolanle, are you here? Hello? Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, Madam Bolanle, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yes, how are you?
Fine, sir.
Okay. All right. So I want to know, what is it one thing that you need to do in order to make more money from our system? If, for example, now you're connected 10 persons and you are paid 100,000, what is it that you needed to do so that you would have, it can enable you to earn more money than you would have earned ordinarily connecting the same number of persons? Can you tell me that one thing?
To mentor them.
No, Mama, that's wrong. That's a wrong answer.
I will put them through.
Mama, I'm asking you the question again. Okay, assuming you yourself connected 10 persons and I connected 10 persons, and the company paid me 300,000 naira connecting 10 persons, and they paid you 100,000 connecting 10 persons. Why did they pay me 300,000 connecting 10 persons and they paid you 100,000 connecting the same 10 persons? Why?
Maybe I didn't explain very well to them concerning the business.
We are not talking about explaining anything to anybody. We are talking about you. You connected 10 people now, and they registered under you.
It may depend on the number of my slots.
Exactly.
Business slots.
Good. I need us
because
to look.
If I'm going for one business slot, it will be different from 3 business slots, and it will be different from 7. And at the same time, there is 15. It will be different from 15. Perfect.
Thank you so much, Mama. Now, you've answered the question correctly. That's the answer to the question, which is multiple accounts. A different, having number of, a higher number of slots. Listen to me carefully. Listen to me. If you don't have multiple accounts in this business and you are really working hard, building your business, trust me, you are losing money. That's just the easiest thing I can take. That's the easiest way I can express it. If you have one account, you connected 8 persons. You have 3 accounts connecting 8 persons. they pay you times 2, as in you will earn literally times 2. You have 7 accounts. You will earn literally times 3. You have 15 accounts. You earn literally times 4. Multiple accounts enables you to keep earning much more money with the same level of effort and productivity. Are you hearing me? So, and multiple accounts, why it's so beautiful is that you are buying the account only once. There is no special maintenance on the account to earn from the accounts. So the earlier you have multiple accounts, the better for you, especially when it comes to our 90 days recruiting challenge. There was a training I did one time. Because I'm not the type that loves to always push people, go now, put more account, but it pains me a lot when I see people working hard with 1 or 2 accounts. Listen, let me give you a perfect scenario. If, for example, you have 1 account and you're working hard to build our 90 days recruiting challenge, that means to recruit 10 persons in 1 month and 30 in 90 days, in 3 months. Listen, just by having 3 accounts and you have 10 persons joining your business, you would have made more than 115,000. So can you imagine if you know you'll be serious to do this in 1 month, 10 persons? Is it not wise to borrow money and then add the other 2, 1 on the left and 1 on the right? Then build just 10 persons you build under it, pays you over 115,000, which is much more than the money you use in registering those 2 accounts. But I say, if you know you're not going to be serious, you are like 1 leg in, 1 leg out. You can continue with your 1 account or your 2 accounts. Continue with it, it's okay. Yes. But if you know you're going to be serious, there are so many places, there are so many avenues through which you can get 90,000. Get that 90,000, make it minimum 3 accounts. Once you recruit 10 persons under those 3 accounts, it will have paid you more than 115,000 naira, which you can withdraw and then pay back. Very simple. I've taught us on how to borrow money and how to pay back. I've taught us that in our millionaire school. Don't borrow and tell people that you're going to pay in the next 1 month. Don't do that. You need what? Time freedom. You don't need pressure on you to be able to do what? To work out the money. I've done the training on that. If you need the training, you tell me, I will send the video to you. All right. So please, multiple accounts is very, very, very important to the success of the business. And the last person to be inducted today, the last person to be inducted is, yes, that's the last person. Sorry. That's Mrs. Adedeji Grace. Madam Grace Adedeji, are you here? So let's check whether she's here. Oh, she's here. Adedeji Grace Munsumola. Go ahead and unmute yourself, ma. I have 1 Munsumola in my team. I call her Madam Mosun. All right, so go ahead and unmute yourself, ma'am. Are you ready?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So your question goes this way. What are the 2 core values of RODI?
Core value.
Yes, the core values of RODI. We have 2 core values.
Is to support.
Mama, be bold.
Support.
Be confident. What are our core values?
Is to support and to train.
And to train. Now, you answered it. You answered it slightly. I would give you a pass. Now, the first core value in RODI is that you must recognize God in your business. You must learn to commit your business into the hands of God. And then you must know that it is God's will that you prosper in the business and succeed in the business. Okay? You must know that it is God's will for you to prosper. So you must commit your task every day into his hands. That is the first core value. Then the second core value in RODI is willingness to be trained and willingness to train others. So you must be willing to be trained. I've always said it in every training I have. I keep saying it. If you're not willing to be trained, I'm sorry, you can't succeed in the business. We have a system that can work for you, but you must be willing to work the system. And the first place you exhibit that willingness is to be part of our training program. All right, so Mama, you got it correctly. All right, so you must be willing to be trained and you must be willing to train others. You must be what? You must be willing to train others, and you must be willing to be trained. Very, very important. Okay? Willingness to train others and be willing to be trained is very, very vital. All right. So I will give you a pass on that. So I'm supposed to, Madam Oluwakemi, you didn't answer my question correctly because maybe network was so bad. So I'm going to send you your question on a chat. So expect your question to come in a chat. I will send it to you as a WhatsApp message, and you are expected to answer those questions correctly. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, each and every one of you that made it to today's Millionaire School. I want to encourage us. Try as much as you can to be a doer of what we are teaching here. I want to say this to you. The year is about ending. But you have to know that life is a continuous process. All right. Based on calendar, the year is about ending. And this is the time a lot of people grow weak in their business. You have to know that challenges are normal in businesses. Challenges, obstacles, rejections, they are normal in businesses. Yes. I'm going to say this also. This is the time that Ponzi schemes tend to thrive the most. Because that is when people are most desperate to do what? To meet up with their yearly, goals financially. And they end up thinking that what they have in their hands is not good enough. And there are good opportunities there. Yes. I'm telling you, there are good opportunities out there that can make you good money. I'm telling you. Please, if you see anything you don't know, before you engage, can you contact me? Can you contact your leaders? Let us help you. I'm telling you. I know quite a lot of things that works online. I'm telling us, I know a lot. I know that very well. All these investment platforms, this one promising you heaven and earth, please. That's why we are here. Okay? Even the Bible made it very clear that 2 is better than 1. And then even the Bible made it very clear also that in the multitude of counsel, there is what? Safety. You are not paying me to give you my own honest review. I will give you my own honest review on those things. I'm saying this so that some of us will not go to the park and sneak around and be doing some things. And then when your hand gets burnt, this is how one of my team leaders in Gombe State, back in the days, led a lot of people into some things, and then they defrauded them of their money, and then he demoralized the man so much that he couldn't even want to do the business anymore. All the millions, all the money he made from the business, from M Global, he moved it into that place because he wants the double. He wants it to double. And then they made away with his money. The millions he suffered to build in about 6 months in M Global, he put it into that whatever, and then they ran away with the money. And the man got so demoralized. He was so ashamed to face me. Until today, the man has not gotten the confidence to tell me. It was one of the partners he led into the matter that came to me. Trust me, I know a lot. I'm telling you. I've told us I have 15 years of experience when it comes to digital asset trading. I trade on currencies, I trade on stocks, I trade crypto, I know. All this is, I know it very well. I'm telling you, please, you can tap into this knowledge free of charge. I know them a lot. I've managed investment companies' funds in the past. Okay. See, once you tell me how a system runs, a financial system runs, I will tell you the risk associated there, and I will tell you everything. I'm telling you, I'm in the system. Allow me to help you. You know what I'm saying is, I know that most of you, especially those of you in Lagos, you see things, you hear things on radio. Some of you even maybe be sneaking around, you go to some seminars and then you come out and then, come on, that is okay. Be open to information. Be open, okay? Be open to information. But when you anything has to do with bring your money, please just try and consult me. Let me help you. I know what I'm saying. M Global is very different. M Global is just like more of a traditional business. You are seeing a tangible product, this and that, but these ones, they come in the name of Forex, stocks trading, cryptocurrency. These things are digital. They are digital. Are you hearing me? So people can easily be deceived or defrauded with it. Yes. M Global, nobody can defraud you with M Global. It's very straightforward. We are paying money. Okay. They are getting your product. We're activating an account for you. But anything, all those digital things, stocks, Forex, crypto, please consult us. I'm telling you, I know quite a lot beyond your widest imagination. Some of you here know me very well, more than the AIM Global. So tap into that knowledge. When you hear those things, I get to me, and you want to do them, you feel you want to do, consult me, tell me. I will tell you the risk associated, and then you can now make your decision for yourself. That will be the last time we'll discuss about it. I'm telling you, that will be the last time we'll discuss about it. I have my investment a lot in digital assets. I'm telling you, thousands and thousands of dollars, yielding me good money every single month. Have I been cheated before? Yes, I've had my experiences. I'm telling you. So I've learned my lessons, and I know what works and what doesn't work. So don't forget, anytime somebody comes to you, tell you, bring your money, let's do this, let's do that, tell the person it's okay. Collect the materials sent to me. All right? I will analyze it, I will look at it free of charge, and I will tell you my honest review. I will even tell you where to research more on your own to educate you. Because the first rule of investment is always know what you are investing in. Find out about it, know it. Are you getting me? All right. I'm saying this because I want us to protect our community. If your leader comes to you with something, are you getting me? Consult your leaders. Consult me. Those of you in Lagos, we have Eminent Augusta under Alpha Lion team. We have Eminent Augusta. Consult her. Are you getting me? Consult. There are some things she saw me do when we are together in Jos. Back in the days in 2017, I told her, this is not the level where you are right now. Go make money. There are so many things she's doing right now that is put into her pocket thousands of dollars. I know what I'm saying. Please don't fall victim of all these things that is flying around, especially in Lagos. As in, she told me that a lot of things are flying in Lagos, and she's so scared that some partners and some of our people might fall victim of it because it's so rampant. So rampant, they will be there pushing you. Please do not. Tap into our grace, tap into our knowledge, tap into our expertise. Let us help you. I'm telling you, let us help you. I've already made it very clear. If you have 200,000, 100,000, you're looking for where to invest in a so-called investment. I'm telling you, you don't have money. Go find business to build and make some good money. But if you have millions of naira and then you're looking for something else to invest in, where you have little or no effort to put in there, consult us. We will direct you on what to do. Please, we don't want our community to fall victim of all this nonsense that is flying around. Please, thank you so much as you take this word of wisdom and knowledge to heart. Do have a lovely day. See you at 8 p.m. meeting today. Love you all. Bye-bye.